I think I got the pleasure of being able to look at all the plans yesterday, and I was extremely impressed. In fact, I want to get one of the penthouses myself because they look beautiful with floor-to-ceiling windows in the condo area. For the students, it is right. There's a student section and a condo section. For the students, they're going to be right next to the university, so they'll love that. And for the condo section, it is the perfect location, and it's very luxurious, and having the mixed use areas will be extremely convenient. The area has a lot of restaurants, it has lots of activity. It's right down the street from a couple museums. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I definitely think Archer Place will be a great investment, especially the condos. I think there will be a good mix of long-term rental opportunities and short-term rental opportunities. It's rare to have one-bedroom condos in Gainesville, so that's a huge distinguishing factor for these condos and the two bedrooms. And we have a dearth of condos in Gainesville. We're very much lacking luxury condo options. We really have very few. So I was very excited to learn of the new condo project. Absolutely. My name is Susannah Peddie, and I run a company in Gainesville called Stay Gainesville. And we manage properties for other people, and we also run 2 bed and breakfasts here in town. And I'm actually a native Floridian. I'm from a tiny town in Central Florida called Lake Wales, but I've lived in New York City and Boston. And when I moved to Gainesville, it was so nice because I felt like Goldilocks, where my hometown was a little bit too small, New York was a little bit too big, and Gainesville is just perfect. So I've been in Gainesville for 20 years now, 21 actually, and I have raised my son here, and I absolutely love all the nature and business opportunities that we have here. And I have been running short-term rental properties for 13 years now. Well, it was just at the beginning. I think Airbnb was just catching on. And so I had heard about VRBO, so I had originally just listed my own properties on VRBO. And then as I learned about Airbnb, that's been a big factor in my business here in Gainesville. So we run about 60 properties in Gainesville, and we stay busy all year round. So Gainesville it has a growing population. I think more and more people are discovering it, mainly because it's so beautiful. We have so many hiking trails. We have state parks, city parks. We have lakes. We have springs nearby. So we just have a wealth of things to do outdoors. We have the University of Florida, so we have football games. We have basketball games. We have gymnastics, we have baseball games. There's always something going on. And for a relatively small, I say small compared to New York, but for a relatively probably middle-sized city, we have a few great museums. We have a Museum of Innovation at our Depot Park. We have a Museum of Natural History. We have a Performing Arts Center. We have a Modern Art Museum. So we have a lot of resources here that keep everybody entertained all year round. And the University of Florida is our biggest employer. Second is Shands Hospital, North Florida. It's there is a lot of medical things here. We have the BAI Hospital, North Florida Regional Hospital, and Shands. And my business gets a lot of the medical travelers who come into town specifically to get transplants, operations, chemotherapy, heart surgeries. We get a lot of that, along with the travel nurses that come in town for 13 weeks at a time. So we stay busy with the sports events. We get a lot of parents rent from us, the parents of the students. UF is a very big school, and it's the #1 public school right now, which is exciting. And it's only going to get better and better. There's a little bit of difference between the short-term and long-term. Our short-term renters consist of a lot of our medical travelers. We have a lot of growth, so we house a lot of construction people that are in town for development. We have a lot of parents rent from us when they're coming to visit their kids. We rent to a lot of realtors use us as a resource for any time they've got somebody coming into town for, looking for a house, or maybe they're in between closings. We help them for anywhere from a few weeks to a month or two at a time. We house sports fans. There's just a lot of activity going on in Gainesville at all times. For the longer term rentals, Gainesville's a very transient city because of the young professionals coming here. We have a law school, we have a medical school, we have a grad school. So for the long term, you're going to get more of a young professionals renting. So there's a very good market for that as well. Yes, so Shands Hospital is a research hospital, so they can take on a lot of surgeries that for-profit hospitals will not take. So Shands is very, very always active. They have a huge transplant program. They have a cancer center. They have a heart center. They have a children's hospital. They're huge. And 34th Street on the corner of 34th and Archer is just down the street from Shands. So it's a fantastic location. It's also not far at all from North Florida Regional Medical Center, which is our other big hospital in town, as well as the BAI hospital, which is right next door to Shands Hospital. So pretty much the epicenter of Gainesville is on 34th and Archer Road. It is right in the middle of everything going on. So we get travel nurses, we get we're just busy all the time with medical travelers. Yes, we have. I did some research, and we do have a very steady and consistent population growth here. I think people are discovering more and more about it, and that we are such a great community. We're a small town it's a university city, so there's always going to be things going on to attract people to come here. And then a lot of people come here for graduate school and then they stay, which is what happened to us. My husband got his PhD at UF, and that's what brought us here, and we loved it and never left. And I have invested quite a bit of my own resources into Gainesville with the properties that I've purchased and rent out short term and all short term actually. So it's fantastic. Well, we have experienced a lot of growth in the number of properties that we've been managing, and my company in particular has quite a range of options. We have anything from not as nice places, but they're in a good location, and then we have luxury properties. So we really do have something for everybody. So the income it depends on how nice the place is, the location. The closer to UF, the closer to Shands, the closer to downtown, the better. And I can say that 34th Street and Archer Road is a very good location because it is right down the street from Shands and UF, which is exactly where you can just pop right over anywhere. So the location that for Archer Place is excellent. I definitely see that they will, if somebody invested in a property there, either long-term or short-term rentals, that it would be very, very popular, and I think it would do really well. I have developed a team, an excellent team of, I have a full-time maintenance crew because there's always something to be fixed, and we are on top of everything at all times. It's like running a hotel in a way that, if the AC goes out, you have to fix it right away. And we have portable ACs, so we're prepared for every situation because we've experienced every situation. We have a full-time reservations department. We have an operations manager. We have a marketing department. So we have two sets of clients. Our owners are one set of clients, and then our renters are the other set of clients. So we have to make everybody happy. So for our owners, we take great care of their properties. We market to get them rented as much as possible at the best prices possible. And then for our guests, we provide the best customer service for their stay. And we want to make sure that they have the most perfect stay in Gainesville.
In general,
Absolutely. So my company is a superhost company on Airbnb, and we are the largest property management company for short-term renters in Gainesville at the moment. And we got that data from AirDNA. So we're still number one as far as the most properties managed. And we do a great job with our renters and our owners. We have happy owners, we have happy guests, and this is what we do. And we all love what we do, and we love making people happy in Gainesville.